It was to Metal Gear, you know what I'm saying? And that was a banger vid. And it looked kind of like Devil May Cry. So, you know what I'm saying? Devil May Cry 5 was like a logical thing for us to do in the future. So we here. Let's get it.
So when the metal hit his mug, he just sunk in place. 100K Holla, chillin' Bahamas. Come home to your crib and throw in your mama.
What is good, HollaSquad? We are the latest squad on the YouTube platform. Listen, today we are back with another reaction. And we got an incorrect summary of Devil May Cry. It's been like 2 weeks since I watched the Maxor video. I had to get back to it. The last one, Genshin Impact. Now, I'm not going to lie. I downloaded the game. I haven't played it yet, but I have seen some of the content. That's all I'm going to say. Y'all can put 2 and 2 together with whatever you want to decipher that message to be. But we about to hop into this. Let's get it.
5 is a fighting hack and slash game where you play as a single family of Nirvana backup singers and their detachable appendages, struggling to stop mankind's ultimate foes, Virgin and Urinate, who are peaceful environmentalists attempting to grow a tree in their yard. You play as our intrepid heroes, Dante Inferno, Nero Claudius, and the Roman numeral 5, as they attempt to run their small business amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Times are tough, but fortunately, Nero is forklift certified. Along the way, you will encounter testicular torsion, skeletons, famous YouTuber Critical, the realization that you left the stove on downstairs, and Dark Souls PvP, but with enough tenacity, strength, cunning, and
bro, I went to MomoCon and I seen somebody who just looked just like Critical, bro. But the only thing about it is, I don't know how tall Critical is, and this dude was like 4'11". I was like, there's no way. There is no way that's him. It could have been, though. It looked just like my man's, bruh.
Force of will, I will be able to tell you about what happens in the game with remarkable accuracy. Because who would want to play Devil May Cry 5? That would be stupid. So sit, lie back, and clap, enjoy, see video, run, relax, and enjoy an incorrect summary of Noise Level High 5. Our story begins with Nero here in his garage tending to his new Lamborghini. While faced with the acquisition of knowledge, Nero finds a small man standing outside.
What is that music?
Wait, what the fuck? So he steals his whole arm in one quick motion. Then he uses the arm to go to the Fuda dimension. That way he can never be seen again. So
the what dimension? Huh? Gonna act like we don't know what that is. Listen, Holla, how do you know that? Listen. I'll be on Twitter. That's how I know. All right. Some of y'all nasty gremlins done retweeted it onto my timeline. That's the story I'm sticking to.
So like a week passes and now the big tree exists. This is a completely unrelated incident, soon to be resolved, as the now one-armed Nero and his new friend 5 are already inside of it. The two head forward into a dungeon, remarking how Dante invited them over for a picnic, when suddenly Nero spots a letter from the Demon King Urizen. Reading the letter, it specifies that the Koopalings in him have taken over the Mushroom Kingdom, and that Dante is now a permanent guest at one of his 7 Koopa hotels. Nero begins traversing the Walmart garden section when he encounters a bee. Thinking quickly, Nero just shoots the bee, since guns work and are the most effective means of self-defense. You must head on without me, Nero. My bird is crashing.
Your what?
Fucking Vista. Nero shoots through his enemies until he reaches the throne room of Urinate. He finds Dante passed out, and Urinalysis, like every true-blooded American, is in his Fox News chair. With no other options, Nero forces Urinoscopy to shift from beating up old people to beating up cripples.
Who are you people? Why are you in my house? Please leave immediately or I will have to.
Round 2.
Whoa!
So Uridine punches them to death, and the Mario brothers are forced to escape. Nero's only recourse now is to hopefully get strong enough to grow a new arm and live to challenge Uranemic again. Kylo Ren, however, is just a fucking pussy who's not going to do anything. Even after the tree eats everyone, he's just like, oh, fuck it, dude, plants grow. So like another week passes, and now Nero is being driven by a woman, a terrible mistake. As if to spite Nero, she drives intentionally into a group of bees. This prompts the greatest credit sequence known to mankind. It gave me a filmmaking boner. So Nero becomes—
There's no way she's catching things in her mouth while crashing a car. All right. Now I've seen some talented people catch some. Yes. There's no way she's catching this in her mouth. A cigarette. Why the car crashing? No cap.
He's trapped in the slow motion dimension for a week until he's able to get off at Atlanta. Here, Nero enters a sex shop and finally purchases a fisting device. He then uses it in legal self-defense in order to bypass the B rights laws of 1994. Nero's gameplay consists of expert use of his sword, along with proper mastery of his great array of vibrators, all with different specialties and abilities. This one, for instance, vibrates the fucking electromagnetic field, or this one, which vibrates his position in space-time. Atlanta's fucked up. Nero then proceeds to fight all 2 enemies that are available to him before assuming the role of a Brazilian logging company. Have you ever tried fighting a plant before? It's very easy.
Get in my teleporting van.
Your what? Alright. Nero proceeds to wander aimlessly through the city. Nero proceeds to fight aimlessly through the city. Along the way, he encounters sedans, angry sedan owners, hotels, and indescribable horrors. And Italian business owners.
Right.
Now motivated, Nero
If
takes...
they got that green ooze, it's probably not for you, all right? Listen, health class.
To the city streets to probably do something eventually. Feeling bored, he takes to the phone and calls Amazon single-day delivery shipping at 11:59 p.m. God bless those drivers. As Nero makes his way to the church, he accidentally steps on one of those Amazon ordering buttons and buys an entire ambulance.
Man, I sure do
my
hope you speak
lord.
English.
would do me no good. I must have it.
Oh, he's British.
Man just jumped out the way.
Unfortunately, this ambulance delivery man is 30 seconds over his bathroom break, forcing Nero to dispatch him for the good of the company. You may notice the game is trying to teach me the alphabet over here, but I refuse to learn it. Devil May Cry's combat is not necessarily about surviving your enemies, but fucking owning them. And depending on how stylish you are, your letter rating will potentially go up to one of the higher letters. I don't know. I was a rebel in preschool. Nero conducts an epic battle with the monster, poking and prodding at him while he swings his titanic arms and breaks everything in
Brother,
sight.
Minecraft,
Eventually, the beast resorts to his
edit
ultimate attack, Vor,
quality.
spitting Nero out into the streets and forming a Vornado to try and stop him. And just as it seems hopeless for our anime girl, Nero is able to find a fizz gun and slams the Amazon employee into the ground, killing him instantly.
What the fuck is he saying?
'Twas the moment that, after years of searching, had Twilight Sparkle finally realized that friendship was indeed magic.
What the hell?
Die, bitch.
Lasagna. Lasagna.
Man summoned the Black Panther, bruh.
Pardon my delay. I was catching up on some reading.
V, are you fucking disabled?
Yes, Nero, I do have a disability. My IQ is too high.
God damn it.
Go!
How did this van barrel roll in the air and is still in one piece? Get this game out of here.
Okay. Nero proceeds through the city on a zipline, starting a cutscene 3 fucking seconds after starting the level. Now you know what bats look like. He begins heading towards the big tree, encountering enemies because this is a video game. Nero
Facts.
wanders into the sewers, and then out of the sewers, and then into the Scissors Ghost. This game has the consistency of an Escher painting. Nero kills the Scissor Man from Clock Tower, and then systematically loosens every single bookshelf. Feeling mischievous, Nero finds a phone and tells Nico that he's pregnant and that she needs to get there right away. He goes into a religious building for the second time today to find that God has given him the Snake Girl waifu that he always prayed for.
Isn't this what you always wanted?
This boss fight is what I'd like to call Toho's Bizarre Adventure, since it involves dodging an assload of projectiles and fighting your own depth perception. He cuts into a succulent snake body to find a fully intact woman, but the game doesn't care about her, so neither will I. Meanwhile, down the street, Kylo Ren is walking his parrot. Kylo Ren is forced
Look
to
at
find
the
a
edit,
new operating
bruh.
system for his parrot. He does
Right.
this by standing around and watching his cat play with excessively alive yarn. V's gameplay is very simple. You tell this guy and this guy to kill things for you, and when the time comes, read. The majority of the
That's
difficulty
boring.
comes from assuring that his frail Slovenian body does not become crushed by the weight of his hollow bones. And whenever he feels like it, V can summon Bowser. Bowser is really strong. V goes shopping in New Longio for like 3 minutes before he calls tech support, claiming that he flattened the pins on his CPU. Upon hearing of this news, Linus Tech Tips arrives to challenge V, delivering the vengeful wrath of his 3 12K cameras. Unfortunately, this is the worst boss in the game, and I can't say that I fought him well because V doesn't fight anything. Upon killing Linus Tech Tips, V opens the doors to Sears but sees this guy and is like,
Fuck this shit, I'm
I'm out.
Nice. Man always kills you. That's crazy.
I wish
Oh,
I...
the pony book is a mod? Oh, bro. I was about to say Devil May Cry. You're done. Now, I'm not going to lie. There's this place down the street from my house, and they have weekly brony meetups. Now, if you don't know what bronies are, they're like lovers of My Little Pony, all right? And they meet at, look, the same face you making right now, that's the face I made, okay? That's all I'm going to say. Maybe I should go do an interview with them, you know, get them on a video. That'd be fire.
I was dead. V goes through Fallout 3 and is trapped by an anus, at which point he is forced to fight through the anoids. He enters a construction site but is trapped by the anus again. Do you see a pattern? Fortunately, V's fights look like a cartoon battle in a dust cloud. He encounters a giant bug and I can't think of anything funny. Please don't put this in the script. I can't tell how, but I'm winning. V finally escapes the storm drain. And to celebrate, he calls Nico and tells her that he's a YouTuber, so she comes immediately to suck his dick. Also, he's very handsome and his voice sounds extremely cool. So anyways, I saw a cringe Doomer poster and I thought to my trad self that I would show him as being a soy Wojak and to add the correct amount of irony.
What
through
are
his
you
troll face, who was
fucking
covering
saying?
himself in-
Find the stupid devil sword, you internet poisoned dumb fuck, before I grow a brain aneurysm.
Damn, she was just about to miss my 60-minute presentation on the Warhammer 40k lore. Hello!
What was that about a devil sword?
Nothing, it's not important anyways. Do you use Reddit? V is now forced to battle the Arch Redditor, and to
Stephanie
do
was
this, he will
good.
need to use all of the skills that he has already used, such as dodging, flying, and watching.
My
This
man
boss
fighting
fight is one of
Odin.
the best in the game, as V is forced to remain mobile, balancing the damage of his minions while overcoming the caffeinated super ranting of the Redditoid. Those are real words, I guess. But through mastery of V's delegation skills, our hero puts up a legendary battle, and after an immense and prolonged struggle, he moves in for the kill and finally slays his horse. We killed his horse. Then he just walks away. V sprained his ankle or something. Meanwhile, down the street, Nero attempts
Yeah,
to get
all
into
that to
Sears
kill
and
the horse?
accidentally becomes Sonic the Hedgehog. It's time to begin another shit boss. This time, he will be killing an imported giraffe before those bastards of the USDA can steal it from him. I'm not going to dwell on this. You hit his legs to go up, and when you go up, you hit him, and then he dies.
Bro, it's freaking vain.
So now they're outside a subway station when V comes in. Yes, I know it doesn't make sense, and he's here to tell us some important information.
You can't travel through here in a car.
So now we're entering Sears on foot, I guess.
Devil May Cry. Get this game out of here, bro. Get this game out of here. There's no way. This joint is blasting through the ground. All right? With no dents and no scrapes. Boy.
So now we're entering Sears on foot, I guess, and contained within are the secret Geico saboteurs. The Sears mission has the great gimmick of introducing the Sears catalog, who is tasked with birthing affordable and great prices onto Nero, all of which he must fight the urge to purchase. The primary gameplay of these encounters is eliminating the Sears catalogs while juggling the great deals that they produce. And with enough strength and dedication, Nero can save 50% or more on his car insurance. Please let me
That's
see my
Geico.
family, Geico Lizard. I didn't do anything wrong. Little Caesar's Pizza finds a phone and, as a joke, tells Nico that the McRib is back.
I never tried the McRib. If you ever ordered the McRib, you're nasty, all right? You're
You
nasty.
can't travel through here in a car.
Now, with our presence in the level completely
I'm
invalidated,
done
we
with
exit the
this vein.
Sears into the city and towards the stage to meet up with Kylo Car Denier, only to be interrupted by a musical number.
Kylo Cardinal.
Oompa dippity dife, I will end your fucking life. Oompa loompa dippity dunk. This game's better than Cyberpunk.
This
Facts.
is fucking hilarious.
Facts.
Where'd you find these guys?
Bruh, listen. What's the last game? Is Cyberpunk the biggest flop in the past 10 years? It gotta be, bruh. It gotta be.
The entire stage to roll around like Hot Wheels. Huh? Our heroes are now forced to fight the Oompa Loompas in one of the most crazy, chaotic, and fun boss battles of the entire game. Just listen to that music, dude. It's better than getting a YouTube collaboration with virtual YouTuber Tsunamaki Watame. Please. Our heroes tear through the enemy. Probably, I can't really tell what's
Wait,
happening
what's
until
good?
only their boss remains, and then you kill him like a video game enemy.
V, why did you rig the stage to roll around?
It was to save time, Nero.
What do you mean save time?
We don't have time for questions.
Why not?
A Redditor told me that there's a sword in that house, Nero. I have to get the sword.
Yeah.
Nero's path to reaching the Demon King is now laid before him, and he moves in to finally face him. Within one mission's length of walking distance, we took like 30 minutes to get through a subway station, and Nero's just gonna traverse a town and walk up a tree in like 2 seconds. He bites up to the root of the tree. At the bottom of root have thing tree, and in many entities, the imposter is sus. Nero finally succumbs to 4, effectively simulating a Chinese elevator as I struggle to narrate the 50 combat encounters. Now we are higher up the tree, and all it took was my sense of location, altitude, and timing.
If we
Nero
miss
steps
something,
in
we'll go back and
confidently,
watch
only
it.
to encounter the long-dead soul of a loyal Shia militant who gracefully died in the name of the Ayatollah. Nero smacks it to death nearly instantly. That was a lot of build-up for a basic enemy.
You said WWE 2K20 was the bigger flop than Cyberpunk? I feel like Cyberpunk was like supposed to be like the Avatar movie of gaming, and that joint was low-key like a freaking Chernobyl, what was it? Chernobyl Diaries. If you don't know the movie, go watch it, all right? Come back and you'll understand.
We go up into the borehole and then fight the Oompa Loompa boss for the second time in like 30 minutes. Only this time, I can tell what's happening because V isn't here. 3rd time's the charm, and 4th time's the harm, as Nero finds a phone station. He then states that he is in need of a tall Discord mommy immediately. Now prepared, Nero finally moves in to rematch the Demon King Urinative for the final time.
Urizen, I finally come to stop your reign of terror and rescue Dante.
My name is Kyle. Why do you keep coming here?
Your taunting doesn't work on me, your anemia.
Get the fuck out.
It's time for the fight that we've all been waiting for as Nero struggles to battle the demon
Cyberpunk
equivalent of a
getting an
diabetic
anime
man
on
stuck in his
Netflix? That's
chair.
crazy.
The point of the fight is that Urizen is guarded by a magic crystal so he can continue being hooked up to an IV bag of monster energy. And to fight him, Nero will first have to damage the crystal while juggling all of his attacks. And with only a sliver of health left and the crystal nearly destroyed, I die, so just pretend that I got him.
You're not even a demon, you're just a little stupid guy, making me get out of my goddamn Fox News chair. You hate me because I am beautiful, but if you got rid of that yee-yee-ass haircut, you may get some bitches on your dick. Or better yet, maybe V will call your dog ass when he's done fucking with that cat or whatever. Nero.
It's time for the real battle against Urizen to begin, unleashing all of the caffeine that he's accumulated. This fight is tough and requires all of the skills that you've mastered throughout your playthrough. Except, this is mission 8 out of 20. Needless to say, this fight is slightly psychotic.
You're done.
Okay, seriously though, you have to get out of the house now. You have to leave the house and not come back. Who are you? Who dares interfere?
Oh, you're done.
Devil may cry.
Lamp oil, rope, bombs. You want it?
I think it's spreading.
It's yours, my friend.
Oh, fuck. Hey there, make yourself at home. My name is V, and there's a giant demon about to resurrect that I know about for reasons, and I need your help to stop it. I have heard that exact fucking Stop talking like that. I have heard that exact fucking sentence 4 goddamn times now for like 20 years. Were you born yesterday? So, you'll kill the demon? That sounds good, and also I think you're really handsome and your tattoos look amazing. And your voice isn't stupid. And also you're tall and have had sex at least once. We resume our perspective on the not quite present through the eyes of V as he attempts to find the fabled Sword of Redditors. But to do so, he will have to watch other people fight through a gauntlet of enemies, involving many challenges probably as he pretends to struggle to the exit. But as V moves through the level, you notice a feeling of remorse.
Why does he keep reading a book in the game?
Where this feeling will lead him. His only choice is to watch further as the level is played for him. Eventually, V comes upon 3 average white girls and also the sword. Amused for some reason, V is forced to interrupt the dance party of the Caucasoidal Femoids. The fight for control of the Starbucks is crazy and chaotic because you're using 3 guys to fight 3 guys, legally classifying it as an RTS. And like all white women, these enemies are hard to read. But even harder to read are my own fucking attacks. However, V can read, and after hours of whatever this is, V reads a story where he wins the fight and the enemies die.
Yo, that looked like a mounted dookie. I ain't gonna cap.
What the hell? please shut up for 1 second? We have 2 options available to us. Either we let Urizen liquefy Nero and turn him into a small slushy, or I risk shish kebabbing Dante, which isn't that much of a choice. Now that I think about it, let's say it's a risk I'm willing to take.
Oh yeah, we gotta get this part 2. You know what I'm saying? Popping. We might do part 2 tomorrow. Oh no. Depends on y'all. Y'all watch the video. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tell me if y'all like it or not, and we gonna do part 2. An incorrect summary of Devil May Cry 5. I ain't gonna lie. I grew up. I didn't start at Devil May Cry 1. I think I started at 2. Right? I played 3 and 4, never played 5. So this was a good little synopsis on what I could expect if I play. But a lot of people said I should play Metal Gear Rising. Not happening. The game look too OD. That joint look hard, not gonna cap. Alright, and people in my comment section of the Maxor video, they was like, Holla, it's not that. Nah, I look hard. I'm good. Okay. I like my sanctity. My sanctity. Sanity. Well, whichever one. Both of them. Alright. And after playing Little Nightmares 2, y'all will see the big Holla Rage compilation. Don't listen. Don't rush. It's coming. But look, y'all like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. And until the next time I see y'all, peace.
Who said we ain't bout it? Test the gang and you'll get touched. She ride it, Kawasaki, roll my blunts and keep it quiet. Money is the motive, so we keep it on our mind. You get put in the stretcher, yellow tape, so please don't try.